Our team will talk about a topic that is revolutionizing the teaching and learning processes due to its great contributions in the educational field and in daily life. This is related to bilingualism, which is described as the ability to speak two or more languages. This new approach has had a great evolution until the 21st century because in 1960, some study has been focused on how negative effects affect the bilingual brains in terms of the flexibility of connections and thinking. This refers to the capacity to adapt thinking to different problems and to provide more feasible solutions. In the same way, they were focused on the critical period that mentioned that children are better at learning than adults. This assumption implied that after a certain age, it became difficult to learn. However, there is no evidence that learning at a certain stage can have benefit over other stages. As teachers, we believe that being bilingual doesn't generate any negative effects, but on the contrary, it provides more opportunities for professional and personal growth, interaction, and knowledge about different cultures and traditions.
Let's reflect on bilingualism from tensions, trends, and current needs in educational communities. It's interesting how Baker set up a metaphor comparing it to a bicycle that keeps the balance between two languages. This harmony is not always perfect. At first, Bloomfield in 1933 defined bilingualism as speaking two languages perfectly. But nowadays, Badr Hakura in 2004 proposed a much dynamic definition. You can be bilingual if you communicate your ideas in another language, even if you don't speak as a native. For example, a gay who grew up in England with Colombian parents speaks Spanish at home and English at school, although her level of proficiency in each language may change. What is important is her ability to communicate in both languages according to their needs, to the environments, focus on functionally and appropriately, and different cultures and social contexts.
Now let's talk about how bilingualism is developed in early childhood and in later stages of human development. When understanding bilingualism as a complex and diverse phenomenon that goes beyond language proficiency, it's important to emphasize that bilingualism develops in accordance with individuals' experience, culture, and context. In early childhood, it can be simultaneous, learning two or more languages at once, or sequential, learning a language before the other. Later in life, bilingualism is sequential, with one language learned first. It's important to mention that age does not play a significant role. Young and old learners acquire language depending on factors such as motivation, positive views toward the language and its culture, or personal and professional needs. These factors shape how individuals develop bilingualism in life.
Every developmental stage of a bilingual person, it is influenced by education, context, so on and so forth. And all of those stages requires a different approach. For this reason, it is critical that bilingual education continuously adjusts its assessments in order to all of these stages in order to ensure equity. Prepare teachers for an effective bilingual pedagogy, foster positive attitude towards bilingual education, use bilingualism to improve cognitive functions, and prepare students or get students ready for an increasingly globalized world. How successfully do you think a child you wish to teach how to swim will be able to swim if you never took him or her to any pool or any bodies of water? We as teachers must modify or must find the best strategy to modify the learning environment to meet the needs of our students.
New ideas about bilingualism focus on being flexible with the language. One of the main methodologies is translanguaging. This methodology, instead of keeping the languages separate, instigates the students into mixing the language by using writing, reading, and talking skills. It also helps the students use their full language abilities with everyday situations. These changes have made the classroom becoming places where speaking more than one language is seen as a strength. Also, students from different cultures can share their different language skills, which helps everyone learn better and understand different perspectives. Finally, our group's exploration of bilingualism highlights its transformative impact on both educational practices and everyday life. As we previously discussed, bilingualism has evolved significantly across the 21st century. It was perceived initially through the lens of cognitive challenges, and now in contemporary research reveals the profound benefits it offers to the learning environments.